2, and then we're rolling.
Yo, YouTube.
You're so cute on camera.
Hey. Oh, thank you. I'll do that.
Cool points.
You ever seen a black man blush? That thing
Yes,
happened.
and it's beautiful.
Right. Do we turn red or purple?
Depends on the shade of black.
Little blue. Right. We turn burgundy. Right, I'm back.
Trip Digital Radio presents LA Style Magazine. Tis the time. Marquita Monet and Trisha Love. We're back again.
Yeah.
Yo, can I say this? This is a special occasion for me because our next guest, I seen grow.
Wow.
Yes,
Exponentially growth and development. And we worked together at a very pivotal point in his life.
Definitely.
And the last time he was on his show, he released a mixtape. I was like, yeah, this is dope. It's dope. This is a piece of the puzzle.
Right.
And then other things happen.
It's always the piece too. But I'm gonna let you talk.
But
I'm so excited.
Your name.
I'm so excited.
but this guy does so many things. But I'm gonna introduce him for the things that he does well. This music and production thing. And can I say engineering as well? Because I've seen this guy engineer his own sessions, record himself, produce himself, and engineer himself. There's no other like him. Let's give it up for King Shaw.
Whoa. That name is befitting, right?
King Shaw.
Yeah.
Wow. It's so
Man,
good
it's
to
an
see you,
honor,
brother.
dog. I feel
It's
so
good to
good.
see you.
I will feel better if the Lakers won tonight, but
that part.
we just left the game. But yeah, man, it's
Hey, you know,
Big J in the building.
LeBron's here to sell pizza, man.
Hey, listen,
Hey, he got Blaze Pizza. He got gym shoes.
I said he played like baby poop tonight. The one that go up the back when the diaper
squirts.
Yeah, man.
Man,
Okay, wow.
listen,
That's
Speaking
a lot.
of babies,
I love you, LeBron, but
you have one
that's all
on
I
the way.
I
Right?
do. I can't speak too much
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I couldn't speak actually at all about it.
Yeah.
I
told the ladies.
You saw it wasn't me. Oh my Lord. Oh
I'm
my.
sorry.
I hope nobody that knows her is chiming in right now. I'm gonna go home and have to rekindle my marriage, y'all.
I'm so sorry.
beautiful.
I didn't know.
Her name is Love. See, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her name is Trisha.
Chimes in.
Literally.
I'm sorry. It just comes out all the time.
And we
Yeah.
love it. And I love it, Trish.
Well, let's go into
I do
some real
too.
questions.
I do too. Hopefully, I'm
That's on the
still.
page.
I can still love my wife after.
I'll call her.
So tell us.
I'm sorry.
I know Journey knows about your background and that you've been on the show before, but for new listeners, where are you from, and how did those surroundings of your upbringing shape who you are today?
Yeah, so I am from Pasadena, California, and the surroundings of my upbringing it was actually different. I grew up in a real tight-knit family. I had 2 brothers, so I had an older brother. I'm the middle child. So we had to basically share a room until I was 16.
Yeah.
So it was more so like a tribe. Like we were always together. You know, I'm tall. My older brother's like 6 foot. My little brother's like 6'8". So we grew together, and it was fun, man. It was like a sitcom. We always say like I was like Marlon Wayans, and my older brother was like Sean Wayans. He was the ladies' man, so it was cool. My mom was a strong Black woman, you know what I'm saying, from South Central LA. And my dad was from Carson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they always would try to just, steer us in the right direction. They were both in sales. And, grew up around, of course, gang members. Grew up around, of course, sports players. And grew up around, of course, smart people, So I feel like Pasadena is a mixing pot. And I was able to see all sides of the track growing up. My dad would take me to like San Marino and South Pasadena when I would see like the mansions, and then I'll go up to my homie's house, which was in the project. So I have a well dynamic way of looking at life. I'm the middle child, so I like to see things from all perspectives.
Wow, that's good.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
So coming from California, still being in California today, having that diverse background, how does that transcend into your music and the unique take that you produce?
It transcends a lot. You know, I take from my everyday life. Like when I used to go job hunting, they'd be like, tell me a trait about you. I'm like, every day's a lesson or every day's a blessing. So it's like, you know, today, you know, I'll look at the game and analyze it with God and see what would I take from it? You know, what would I take from me criticizing LeBron? You know, I'll critique hard because I critique myself hard. So I live life and then I put it in my music and try my best to just be aware. Like, don't be surprised if you will hear me in the future talking about Trip Digital or Dash Radio, and I put it in a bar just because life is so impactful. Yeah. You know, so I take little nuances here and there. I take the future, the present, and the past and put it in one song. Right. And try to like
love that.
Give you all of me every time I give myself to that track or to that moment.
All of me. I like that. That's like stellar. So did you just ask him where his influences come from? Because it sounds like it literally sounded like he answered that.
Well, he was talking about how it was like how his music's unique, and he was saying the past, the present, you know, the future.
Yeah, my influences are life, you know.
Yeah.
It would be little things. Like what a pastor would say. A conversation, always conversations. You know, we can spark up a conversation in here and I would just jot it down. I learned that from actually Journey.
It's beautiful.
He would always pull out that notepad. And I thought that was genius. I'm like, dang, I'll just do it in my notepad in my phone. But I just think that thing is so genius. You know, because me being who I am, I'm not gonna lie, I forget a lot, but I remember a lot at the same time. It's weird. Yeah. Like I'll forget like what shout out to my wife, what my wife would tell me, but I'll remember a little moment in like 12th grade or in 7th grade when I was 12. And it would be weird. Yeah. So selective memory. So I need that notepad.
Tell us a little bit about like that journey in the internship that you landed, because it speaks about your work ethic and it ties back in with your dynamic upbringing. But tell us about that journey and how it seems like you did everything with excellence to get to where you are today.
I'm not gonna lie, they'd be like, that boy was the worst intern ever.
Really?
Facts.
It says that you like, you know, took out the trash, you did everything.
I did, but it was like, it wasn't daily. It was like, Britton, get off them keyboards and go take that trash out.
Right. So it's all about perspective.
It's all about perspective.
I tell my students, I say it's all about perspective. So you may have been the best intern. It's just all about how you look at it. Oh, yeah.
Definitely God set that up. Because if you went on the website, it said, don't send in resumes for internships or to be an assistant. And somehow I got that.
Did you email it or did you just walk in?
My brother's girlfriend so I'm at my house making beats and I'm going to take y'all to church. God was like,
we love it.
God said, go to your older brother's house. I'm like, all right. I pack a bag and I tell my mom, all right, I'm going to go get a deal, Mom. She's like, all right, baby, we see you in a minute. I go to my brother's house. The day I get to my brother's house, I'm ready to sleep on his floor and do what I have to do.
Okay, where's your brother's house? What's the distance we talking about here?
Woodland Hills from the Inland Empire, so an hour away. Okay. 2 hours if it's
That's where my house is. Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So get to my brother's house. His girlfriend at the time, like, yo, I'm about to meet some producers. You want to come? Set it all the way up. I meet the producers. The producers remember me from when I used to dance with Chris Brown, just be around him at the time.
Tell us about that move. I heard it for the first time today.
What?
The crumping?
Yeah. So I used to crump. I used to
That's a thing, guys.
Yeah, I used to crump with Chris Brown.
First of all,
and you know, of course, we're gonna backtrack to that, but you know, he remembers me and he's like, yo, I remember you used to be in the studio and and we having a lunch and he's like, so you produce? I'm like, yeah, all right, we're gonna meet up next week. And so we're still talking. And I call my mom up, like, yo, come to this meeting real quick, man. I'm meeting with these producers. And shouts out to Damon Thomas at the time. He's like, let's battle real quick. And we in like a nice restaurant.
Or just on the beats or
nah, just dancing. Like it was weird. Oh, okay. He like, you want to battle? He started dancing at the table.
Like, nah, son, I'm trying to eat this chicken.
At the time, I'm like 18. I get up and bust a move in this restaurant. He like, oh, what? He like, man, come to the studio right now then. I'm like, all right. Play him like 20 beats, and he's like, come back tomorrow at 12 and, just listen and sit around. He's like, so I get there and they like, all right, we just need you to take this trash out. It was never like we want you to be an intern. It was just like, come to the studio.
That's church
That
for real.
is.
But we get what that, you
Come
really
on,
want to
man.
serve for the Lord, then you got to clean those bags.
That part. And like, you ain't the best servant. I clean the bathroom, but I can't wait to get in that pool pit.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's basically how it went down. So it was like internship / homieship. Like, this is the little homie, so we want to keep him around and see what music is hot at the time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah.
Dope.
I worked hard though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell us about coming into today. Keith, unless you want to take that one,
No,
but I'm
go ahead.
curious, like
Okay.
what you're working on and what that. Yeah, what are you working on right now?
I'm working on a new project called Divine Intervention.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Drops the
So
mic.
why the name? Because I think it hit everybody sitting here because we just So why divine intervention?
I'm not even sitting here anymore.
I feel like every time I have a plan, God intervenes and He gives me a better plan. So it's like last year, I met Ron through being on Journey's show. 2 years ago? Excuse me, I got gas. So, last year, I'm like, all right, I'm moving to this spot. It's $1,000 more than what I was paying before. I'm like, I need to make some bread. Let's go full-fledged with this music. Let's get to it. And then it was like I did that leap of faith. God intervened. He put me on the tour that helped me pay for that whole time. And I was around my favorite rapper at the time. The whole year last year.
Who was that?
Jay.
Oh.
So I got to really be shoulder to shoulder with him, and I always feel like God intervenes. And so I was like, I'm gonna go on tour. I'm gonna make an album. And I did. I met, my producer now / engineer. Shouts out to Eric Boots Green, which is Jay's drummer.
What up?
And, got a chance to really see the world, man. And, I partied, but half of the time we in a room just working on this album, And in this day and time, I am working on an album, but right now I'm taking a different approach because I just read an article that says in these times, it's dope to, release singles until you catch that riff. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to just keep giving people music because I have so much music. So instead of just dropping a project, I'm going to just keep throwing hooks out there until I catch them fish. And then I'm going to drop the project and see what people want from me. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. That's the plan.
I ain't mad at you.
Clear plan too.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Exactly. So you sound like you absolutely are a very spiritually centered man, #King. Has there been a particular moment in your musical career or just your life in general that you're most proud of? Yeah. So you gonna answer that with depth. I feel the frequency.
I think there's so many. There's a couple events. But I think the main event that ushered me into all this great experience and daily living will be the day that I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
Wow, you're #loyal. Like you don't give a rat's who's listening. You done rub shoulders with Jay-Z, toured on the run.
I hope what I say don't offend you, but it's just my life.
No, that's me. That's totally me.
Right.
Like, and I love loyalty. Like a lot of times people are uncomfortable with expressing that, especially with that level of clarity, because there are so many opposing forces, not that they have malicious intent, that just don't agree with that.
Right.
Especially in this industry and arena. And we all know this.
Yeah.
So
I just
mad respect.
Well, appreciate it.
Yeah.
How did you come to that, or when did you come to that?
Right.
I was signed to Bad Boy Entertainment, and I was in a dope group. It was a pop group, and I just felt like the vision that I had started with dwindled. So I was lost. When they say when you have no vision,
You perish.
People perish.
That's right. Lack of knowledge.
So, but at the time I'm 21, so I didn't have too much vision over
That
my life.
number though, 21. Just continue. I'm sorry.
You gotta say it.
No, you know I'm right, don't
On
you?
everything.
You better ask Daniel.
On everything. That's my favorite number, actually.
Exactly, me too.
Man.
Right.
And it was like I was sitting in the house, and it's funny because I was watching Malcolm X. And I saw him change his life, and I was like, yo, he changed his life. Like, he really changed his life.
But was that like in correlation to Jesus? Because I never saw the movie.
Oh, you need to watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Definitely. Like,
I get it.
Rebirth, just doing his thing. And I was low because the deal was looking shaky. I was, people kept calling me a leader.
Right,
I didn't know what that meant. And I was lost. I was like, oh, all right, let me try to really figure something out. And
Talk to us.
my
Talk to us.
homegirl, Priscilla, I don't know if she remembers, but hopefully she does. She just invited me to this church. I always had a relationship with God, but I just never, was loyal. So she invited me to church. I ducked her. I was at my low. She finally got me to come, and it was One Church International before it was One Church LA. And
One
it was
church, shout out.
Shout out. And, the pastor was just walking up and down the aisle, making eye contact, and it just felt like everything he said was for me that day. So I kept going. I mean, I didn't go up to the front that day, but I just was mapping it out. I take my time with things like that. And then, after a while, Jesus won me over.
That love.
That's that love. And I don't ever judge anybody that ain't had that revelation, because it takes a lot for you to get to that revelation.
Absolutely.
And other people have different revelations that save their lives. And, if I'm drowning and somebody saves my life, no matter what, I'm going to be loyal. So if something saved your life, of course you're going to be loyal to it. I'm not going to tell you not to give respect to something that saved your life. If you down and out and you Buddhist and that saved your life, then hey,
honor it.
More power to you.
Because I'm confident in me saying Jesus.
Yeah. So
anyway, on that note, that was so profound, and I honor you for keeping it 100 with us.
That part.
So my next question is, what do you want supporters to know about you, King? And you just gave us like levels of you.
Is there anything else?
In that moment, right? Exactly. Anything else, like,
Man, it's very in depth to sum it all up. I would want my supporters to know that it's not to sound cliche, but to know that it's possible.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Absolutely.
Like, it sounds super cliche, but to know that anything is possible, whether it be through Jesus Christ or whoever saves you. Real talk. I don't want to pressure line with that, but Jesus Christ saved my life. But anything is possible. And I'm talking about anything, like
to manifest
you know what I'm saying?
that thing.
Like it's very common, like, go get it, it's possible. But you can be at your low. And I would want my fans to know about me is that, I relate to them.
Yeah.
And I love them if they love me.
Yeah.
I love them if they hate me, but I love.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, it's so powerful. And I actually love hate because it always strengthens me. Love will let you know your mission, and it'll keep you on track. But I would just want them to know that I understand and I'm here for them.
Yeah.
Real talk. I'm here for my fans, whatever it is. I really love people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's dope.
We love that.
Well, I know, throughout the years of just knowing Journey, I mean, he's had nothing but great things to say about you, even before I met you. You know what I'm saying? So
likewise.
It's a pleasure to just have a conversation.
I was in a dugout with this kid.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Oh, it does.
We're looking at the game being played and we're like, wow, I just want to pitch. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hit the ball.
Right.
And you're the living proof of anything can happen because I was there,
Yeah.
When you came to New York, you were like, man, I'm here to like search for some new adventures. Dave and I was there. We're like, yo,
real talk.
Here's our family.
Real talk. Like, I was in New York on a nomad mission, just staying out there, and Dave took me in, and we really thugged it out in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and I'm so thankful for Dave. I'm so thankful for John.
Yeah, so you missed the embrace out there. It was nice, man.
Oh.
It's like, yo, they look like they ain't seen each other in forever. It's like my brother.
It's crazy. It's crazy
Real
because
talk. It was snowing,
dope,
and
man.
I needed a studio, and I had some people lined up, but Dave stepped up, man. And
Oh, Dave.
I don't forget.
We love you, Dave.
I don't forget Dave.
Yeah.
Super Dave.
And
we're
It's
totally getting
Super Dave.
costumes.
and right after the trip to New York, like you went back to LA for some things, got casted in a film, and then the Beyonce and Jay-Z thing happened.
Right.
We didn't even see that coming.
No.
You didn't see that coming.
That's what I be saying. It's possible.
Yes, preach.
And the role I got booked for was for a person that was from Brooklyn.
Right.
So he just sent me, and I just went. And
Yes,
indeed.
it's just, you just gotta be in tune, man.
Yeah.
Just be in tune with that inner, that voice, man. For real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put it out there. We had a long conversation in a speakeasy in New York.
I still
We stayed up so late that night, but we talked about the world in itself, God, everything. And I think the universe just heard us, man. God heard us that night. He heard the cry.
Y'all gonna have me
and he
crying
was like,
now.
Don't you remember?
I'm coming to get you.
It started
You're ready
feeling
now.
like it was like warping around. It said,
No.
we left at 8 in the morning. That's how late
We,
it was.
we left at 8 in the
We
morning.
went in at like
I had
around
those.
3 a.m. and left at 8.
Yeah.
And it was daylight when we left. And it was like at one point we was just chopping it up.
Yeah.
Because I just freestyled at the Soho House.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time me freestyling to a party. It was like, man, you sound hungry. And I was like, bro, because I am. Literally, I need a taco or something.
Exactly. That sounds good right about now.
And yeah, man. Right after that, it was like I got the call, like, you got booked for. It was random. Like a director just hit my wife up, and he's like, I need a picture of your fiance at the time, and it was for Groovy Lou, which is Biggie Smalls' stylist.
Yeah.
For the show Unsolved on Netflix right now. Go check it out.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was dope. That was a good experience.
Dope stuff. Man. So man, it's crazy, man. We don't like to end anything and go out, but you got a lot of stuff coming out, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
A lot of stuff going out. And what's your next project? What is it? When is that next project going to drop for us?
It's up to the world, man. I'm gonna just keep dropping singles until they call for me.
We got a single that's that we can.
It's called No Enemy.
It is.
Ooh, I
It's
can't
with a
wait.
Fela Kuti sample, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Where can we find that right now?
It's not out yet.
It's not out when we dropping it. Then
On iTunes this month, actually.
This month.
iTunes, Apple,
powerful
all the streaming. It's a powerful month.
Yeah, 3.
Powerful.
Manifest.
A lot of things always happen in March for me,
Yeah.
and
So we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to find that out on Massively Epic. Because I'm sure that we're gonna drop that down there and we're
man,
gonna let that be.
listen, I appreciate y'all.
Awesome.
This was an amazing interview.
Like the
like-
energy God
this-
is here.
Listen,
I am.
Boom.
half of the time, well, me and Pop relationship, every time I'm ready to like do something that I want to do, I'm always excited for it. But every time he sends me somewhere, I be super sleepy.
Yeah.
We was just
I don't know why, but
Yes.
I'm tired after that Laker
Wait,
game. I'm like,
kind of confused. Are you talking about God sending you places and you being tired?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
hear you.
real.
I call him Pop.
Alright.
And so like he sent me here today, and I'm like, I was telling my bro, like, bro, I'm about to take a nap in the car.
You don't
And-
think
but
that maybe
these moments
it's
wake me
the
up.
forces against you that are trying to stop you from getting there?
I don't think that's definitely what it is.
That's definitely what it is.
That's definitely what it is. You better speak.
Exactly. Preach
So
this.
yeah, I was like, so now I remind myself if I'm tired, I'm like, oh yeah, it's for a reason.
It's for real.
I took a nap
This is for a
today.
reason.
I never take a nap. I slept from like 7 to 8 ish.
The cold part is I did
That's
too,
real.
It was hard to
Still
get up.
crazy.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I
I
gotta
took a
go.
nap
I gotta
too.
go.
and I'm still sleepy. I'm like, bro, I took a
Trisha
nap.
say, I gotta go. I gotta go.
I took a
Gotta
nap.
That's right.
Gotta go.
Oh, I gotta go.
I gotta go. Wake
They
up.
calling.
Well, hold on, man. Before you go, man, we got to find out where we can follow you so we can get this new map that's coming out.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I want to know. So where can we
All social media, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, King Shaw 55.
King Shaw 55, and we can look for that drop date on
Everything.
Instagram, social media, Twitter, YouTube. Massively epic. Everything.
I can't read lips right now, bro. I'm sorry.
You gotta tell them about barcode that you just dropped.
Okay.
All right.
I'm in my mind right now. The single is
Perfect.
the 15th of this month,
Mm-hmm.
and go check out Barcode. Barcode.
Okay.
BARCODE.
Yes.
Okay.
Please. I'm not gonna lie to you because the fans ain't lie to me. They really bang with that one,
All right.
and it's just a decoded situation. Like
Yeah.
I have so many just metaphors. Like I just really just embrace that moment with just being around J and B on that tour for the moment and
Yeah.
really seeing how they speak. And it's in code. So
Yeah.
I
On
just
the run tour too.
Mhm.
Can you give us
Everyone.
one nugget that you learned, like one nugget that you learned from rubbing shoulders with Jay-Z and him being such an icon and a business leader in music, everything. One nugget.
And
Okay.
Queen B too.
Yeah.
Both of them women.
right.
Yeah.
Power couple.
Both of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Oh,
That's it. Don't let nobody rush you. Just take your time.
that's one of your tracks.
Yeah.
Take your time.
It's real.
I just felt it so strong, bro. I felt it so king. You about to king up on that. Take your
Don't
time.
do that,
I feel
man.
that.
You're gonna make me cry.
I
And
feel
blush.
it. Y'all feel that?
Take your time.
Feel that? See, David out there. Shout out to David.
Big Dave.
David spoke something. Just two Davids there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Piano.
That's what I learned from them. You know, it was a lot going on, but they took their time with it
Yeah.
and they executed.
Yeah. Totally.
Patience is a virtue for real.
Definitely.
Take your time.
Man, some nuggets, man. Well, we got to
That's a
find out one
hashtag,
more
man.
thing before you go, man. So, which you probably already know, but before we let you go, we got to find out what is your superpower.
Well, I've been chiming into them. It's prophetic. You know, I could for some reason just see where people are going and where I'm going.
That's like a what is that? A
Theme for the
trifecta.
night, yes.
It's like everybody
This
is
the
on that.
core of tonight. I'm telling you.
This is
Trifecta.
the meeting of prophetic.
Yes,
It is the
Yes.
fourth.
it has been.
You prophetic too?
Yeah, we're all seers.
I can see it. It's such great energy.
I'm dramatic with it.
You got you a cast, Jay.
Yeah.
Hey.
I love it because Jay
Ashley,
is
stop
always.
staring at me.
I always say Jay is my oracle. When I hit like a pivotal point in my life where things are about to turn, for some reason, I always end up with Jay because his name is Journey, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
my journey started when I worked at a shoe store called Journey. So I always think that's
Hey.
ironic.
Whoa, high five.
Full circle.
Keep stepping.
That is.
Full circle.
Keep stepping on your
Love you,
Back
big
with
bro.
Journey
I
at
love
the
you too, man.
dream.
You know, what I'm
Journey
saying?
at the dream.
Journey
Go.
at the-
That's
No, man.
our
I
journey.
mean, here's the true facts from working with a talent like Mr. Shaw here. It makes us keep going and doing what we're doing. We got to keep creating platforms that you guys can come back for as you do your thing out in
Most
the world.
definitely.
So you motivate us to keep doing what
We
we're doing
sure
and to
do.
keep our word too.
That's powerful.
Like seeing you do your thing is like, okay, cool. We can't fall off now. We got to keep going and we got to keep building something. So thank you for motivating and keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Thank you.
I always knew I'll be straight because I'm like, man, prophetically.
Yes.
I'm like, man, I know Journey gonna keep going.
Oh,
Whoa.
So I know if I hit that little moment, my man's could just help me up real quick. I'm like, he gonna keep building, and just to see who he's partnered with is very confirming.
And the
Confirmation.
thing is, too, that it's spiritual principles and things are transferable, whether they're good or they're bad. Whether it's wealth, that's transferable. You hang around with a wealthy person, a wise person, that wisdom is going to rub off on you.
Absolutely,
When you hang out with
sis.
people lower
All
than
that,
you,
yeah.
then it's just going to drag you down. So as he accelerates and you stay next to him, that favor, that wealth, that it transfers.
That's it. You better
yeah.
preach.
You better say that. I think it's so dope that
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
closer to the Dream Hotel, and y'all got Dream all around here.
Yeah, it's not by
Oh, yeah.
coincidence.
It's not a dream.
And that your
It's
name
reality.
King
If you're
Shaw,
doing
like
it.
King.
But listen, this is the year. Last year was a dream that came to reality, and this is the year that's of double portion. So I'm excited.
Hey, I'm with you.
I'm excited.
Let's go get it.
Yeah.
Go get that. Now, no.
much
Let's go
props.
get it.
Much
Go
props.
get it.
So,
You sing
Man,
all your
let's-
tracks tonight.
we don't usually do this, man, but lead us out with something, King Shaw.
Oh, that'd be
lead us
awesome.
out with something.
I'm gonna lead y'all with the one I spit to Jay. Time is of the essence. Let me utilize these seconds. These minute niggas stressing. They counting down the minutes. Get it? It's gonna be hours. Fuck it, they catch it tomorrow like a pass that was thrown at 11:59 shit. I am the one. The world is mine. I quarterback my plays like Troy Aikman. I'm Achilles. I'm destined to make Troy Aikman. From the head to the toes, they're gonna feel me. I hope they get my drift, because once they flake, I brush them off and condition my sense, then wash out the hate. I'm washing out the noise that they make. I try to do it big so I fall in love with my faith. Decipher the real, decipher the fakes, till they cipher with greats. Feeling like David Letterman, I started too late. Trying to make up time like she make up face. It's all in how you reflect. It's apparent I never parent the stress I always neglect, but focus on bless. I'm on my last heartbeats in these LA streets. It's a thin line between Bishop and Raheem, Rico and Mitch, Loke Dog and Trey. Which road do you pick? Do you focus on being ill or load up the K? Either way, ill or K, it's gonna lead to a kill. My poker face got me feeling like Ace. She hold me down while I rise to the top. That's what you call a paradox. I'm soul searching till I open Pandora's box or hear myself in Pandora, man. It's what's ever gonna pop. All these rappers on the screen, I'm eating popcorn, watching these cornballs pop. I'm trying to get my J better than Jay till he passed me the rock. King Shaw.
Fire.
Trip Digital Radio presents LA Style Magazine. Let's give it up for King Shaw.
King Shaw.
Oh God.
Always. We'll be back.